When most people use AI for the first time, their first instinct is always to use keywords like 4K, hyper realistic, super clean. But most of these words are not what actually gives you your result at the end of the day. The sole foundation of what it means to truly prompt for AI is to understand visual language, and you need to stop prompting and start directing. Now, let me give you an hypothetical scenario. If somebody is missing, or if somebody is in an unfamiliar place, when you are giving directions to this person, what do? You describe, you basically direct the person how they would turn left, right, in order for them to get to their particular destination. You need to start thinking of AI like that. If this is something you're interested in, let's go. Point number one is to realize that prompts are not magic words. When you write a prompt, the first thing you need to realize is that you are directing, which is why most of the things that we actually call keywords are not what direct the content at the end of the day and makes AI send you basically what you are not looking for. Or this is what we now call an AI flop. When you're directing AI, you need to give physical instructions so that it does not end up guessing. What I'm basically trying to say is that those keywords actually don't do anything. They are just subtext to a whole bigger picture of what you have actually not directed, and it would show in the final result of whatever you are trying to create. We're going to be looking at a 3-layer prompt formula that I follow anytime I create any piece of content, either imagery or video or even graphics. Layer 1 consists of subject and action. Who is in your shot and what are the elements that are in your shot? For example, let's prompt a young musician tuning an acoustic guitar. You can see the results it actually gives at the end of the day. It follows whatever you had given to it, but at the same time it might not be what you are looking for yet, which is what takes us to layer 2. Layer 2 consists of environment and lighting. This begs the question, where are they and where is the light coming from? We have established in the previous prompts that it is a young musician tuning an acoustic guitar. So now we need to ask the question, where are they? So we can now put the person in a bedroom. Okay, let's say a young musician. So we can now say a young musician tuning an acoustic guitar, sitting in a sunlit bedroom, warm morning light streaming through dusty blinds. So if we use this, we are now painting a much more visual world for the AI, and it now sees the direction that you're actually going for. The third layer of the prompt is the camera and the mood. When we talk about camera, we're now talking about framing, because cameras have specific identities and on how they frame and how they see particular subjects and how they basically tell an effective story. So how you frame your shot is really important. So is this going to be a close-up shot? Is this going to be a detailed shot? Is this going to be something that would be a wide shot? That means we're seeing the entirety of the room. So when we frame the scene and we start adding things like medium close-up shots, then we want it to have a shallow depth of field and in a calm and reflective mood. Now we have given the AI the mood and what the look would look like. When you put these 3 lines together and we mash it into one prompt, it gives us our final result, which you can see. A much more structured prompt would produce a more grounded cinematic picture, which brings me to point 3. You need to study real art to prompt better. Studying real art is important. Going to art galleries, watching more movies, basically digesting as much art as you can. You still need to be a professional in order for you to operate and use these prompts at the end of the day. So it will require you to study movies, pull references from other people, understand how things were shot, behind the scenes footage of how they got a particular shot, in order for you to get in-depth view of what it means to create a piece of content. The best AI creators are not the people that are coding right now. They are the people that are learning what it means to be a true artist. You need to learn and understand basic artistic and photographic terms. There is still a learning curve to go through before you use AI. you need to improve your visual vocabulary in order for the AI to understand your visual language. The bigger your artistic vocabulary, the more control you have over a particular scene. We go to point number 4, which is prompting as an iterative sketch. Now you need to understand that AI is dumb. So the first mistake is that people expect AI to get it on the first time. AI is not that smart. It would make mistakes. It needs to make those mistakes to know how it will correct those mistakes in order for you to give you your final results. Patience is required when you are using AI. You continue to refine it until the frame or the image matches your visual picture. Then point number 5, we're going to talk about an ethical rule which I feel people have decided to hammer on. AI was regarded as an unethical tool because people were using it more to clone artists rather than to create their own visual worlds. The unethical way of prompting is telling AI things like, in the style of Leonardo da Vinci, create this. You are automatically stealing an artist's work just like that. The most ethical way of prompting is to describe every art movement, lighting techniques, historical eras, what is the framing of the shot going to be like. When you start exploring visual styles like this rather than focusing on the artist that has actually put out a body of work, you start creating from a much more ethical place, because it is criminal for you to take from a particular artist or steal from a particular artist. We still need to maintain the ethics of what it will mean to create as a normal creator, even while using AI. Prompting is not like an idea machine that just keeps pumping ideas to you. It's more about creating your own artistic vocabulary, having your own say, and creating from your own perspective. AI is a tool, and it doesn't take from what it means for you to be a professional at the end of the day. Please like, share, subscribe, like this video. I would like to hear your comments. I'd like to hear your own point of view about AI. If you dislike this video, you can be honest too as well and put a dislike button too as well. And we are basically learning together, so if you feel like there's something I did not see, we can put it in the comments so that other people can learn too as well. And I guess that's it for today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.